What's going on, beautiful people? It's Lamont Cordell back with yet another video, and today's topic of conversation is the fact that I've been doing a little bit of research on something called minimalism, which is weird because I really like stuff.
If I be really still, maybe she won't see me.
Hold on. Before you click out of the video, understand, I'm not trying to convince you to become a minimalist. I'm not even sure it's something that I want to do myself. However, when you listen to some of the benefits to include living a financially worry-free life, removing clutter from your life that doesn't add value, spending money on experiences instead of things, and developing relationships with the people that you love and care about, I think to myself, yes, I love that. However, the problem is, I also love my stuff. So I figured I'd start somewhere small, like my closet. You see, minimalism can be applied to things like your finances, to the purchases that you make, and the people that you allow access into your life. But that seems a little overwhelming to me, so I'm not going to take it that far. I'm going to start with my closet, and I have a lot of stuff in my closet. As a matter of fact, let's go take a look real quick. As I look through some of this, there's definitely going to be people that bought me certain things. They're going to be upset about me getting rid of it. But I need you guys to understand that it's not you, it's me. I'm just trying to slim down the options that I have in my closet. There are a lot of things that I don't really wear, and it's kind of just taking up space. As you've seen, I got way more space in the closet than my wife does, and yeah, that's backwards. So for instance, this one right here. Love the color scheme of this shirt. I think it's beautiful, but it's a large and I wear a small/medium. So it kind of just takes up space. I hardly ever wear it. I think I've wore it twice. So this one has to go. Nothing personal. It's me, not you, right? Ooh, this one. I actually wear this shirt quite frequently, but the problem is I bought it in 2008, and you know, as trusty as it is a lot smaller on me than what it used to be. And not only that, anybody that has had clothes that, you know, you've had for a decent amount of time, you know, you get pit stains, and we can't be rocking pit stains around here. So Old Faithful has to go. All right. What else do we have? All right, so this right here, this is one of the shirts from my clothing brand. As you see, it says Untamed Youth on it, and somewhere in here is the, let me see. Somewhere in here is the original version of this shirt, right? So boom, here goes the very first one that I made for the clothing brand. The problem with both of them is we ended up producing it in mass, and that's why you see the colors a lot more vibrant. But what ended up happening is we didn't want to get a copyright lawsuit from Sports Illustrated, so we ended up scrapping the idea. We made the shirts, but we had to kind of just give them away as, you know, free items from the clothing brand instead of selling them. Never got to sell those. I thought it was an amazing design. Shout out to Sports Illustrated, but nothing I can do about it. So what I'm gonna end up doing with that is I'm gonna keep the original because we still own that clothing brand, and I want to be able to look back and say, hey, you know, this right here is the very first design of that shirt, and we never got to sell any of it, but you know, it was an idea. So I'll hold on to that. I used to wear this shirt a lot because I used to throw parties in my garage, and you probably can't see it from where you guys are, but there's green and red sparkles on it, And I used to have a black light in my garage, and it used to light up really nice. But again, another shirt that I don't really wear too frequently, so let's get rid of it. I love that shirt. That one's staying. Another one from the clothing brand, Please Don't Kill My Vibe. The reason why I'm gonna end up getting rid of this one is because as much as I love these shirts because we designed them as a brand, the company we went through, I don't know what kind of material they use to put the design on the front of the shirt, but it comes off the shirt very easily. So you wash it a few times and before you know it, the design is gone. So I'm sure someone wouldn't mind that, maybe paying a couple bucks for that and then rocking it until the design falls off. Slimming it down. So this shirt right here is another one of the items that I bought back when I was a very, very young Marine. I ended up getting it because I wanted to change my style up a little bit, so I started wearing a little bit tighter jeans. If you haven't seen the photo of me prior to joining the Marine Corps, I used to dress like Soulja Boy. Insert photo somewhere right here. And I used to dress like Soulja Boy. So once I joined the Marine Corps and that changed for me, I started wearing a lot more form-fitting clothes. So I started going and buying more items like this. And the problem is it doesn't really fit me anymore, number one. Number two, the buttons came off, so I can't roll the sleeves. And I really don't like rocking button downs with the sleeves down. I like to roll the sleeves until they're at my forearm. So as you can see, I already have a decent pile here, and it's much bigger than what it looks like to you guys. And I still have to go through my shoes, my pants, my dresser drawer, and just with the shirt pile alone, I see that I am using so much space or taking up so much more space than what I need to. And not only that, this stuff has been in my closet collecting dust, and someone else could be taking advantage of it or using it because I'm not. It's just sitting here, nothing's being done with it, and what better way than to consolidate it and get it to people that are going to actually use it. Now, what I would like to discuss is the fact that I wholeheartedly believe that my obsession with having a bunch of things, not just to include clothes, but at some point I owned a Challenger. I used to go and do VIP in whatever establishments that I was celebrating parties at night. I even had a service that would mail me clothes. And what would happen is they'd send me these boxes of clothes and I'd be able to select the items, try them on, and whichever items that I kept, I'd get charged for, and whatever items I sent back, I wouldn't. Well, each item in these boxes were $200 or more. And there have been plenty of times where I kept an entire suite or, a couple items out of the box. And again, I think that my need or desire for things stemmed from the fact that when I was a very young man, I lived in a household with 3 siblings, one single parent household. My mom was raising us. So there was a lot to be desired in a home where there's just one income and 4 children being raised. And I noticed that once I joined the Marine Corps, that's about the time where I was getting a consistent paycheck that I started to purchase things that I didn't necessarily need, but it was a lot of stuff that I wanted, to include the Challenger. And to be honest, it was probably one of the worst decisions I made financially out of all the decisions I've ever made, was buying a Challenger. And the funny thing about that is when I went to buy that Challenger, the only reason I did it is because it was my dream car, number one. Number two, I was being completely irresponsible. I said that if I got off work early one day, that I would leave work and go straight to the dealership and trade in my perfectly fine Nissan. It was in wonderful condition. I was almost done paying it off. Trade that car in for a fire red Challenger. And that particular day, I ended up getting off work at 2 o'clock instead of 4:30. So I went straight to the dealership. It was more money, $200 more in a car payment than what I was paying for my Nissan, not to include the gas and the spiked insurance. So I was running myself dry on this car just for the simple fact that I felt that I needed it. And the same thing goes with my clothing. I purchase a lot of clothing. And where I'm from, where I grew up, there's this stigma around the way that you dress or the way that you carry yourself, meaning that you have some type of stature or that you're worth something, when that couldn't be further from the truth, because your true worth lies within your value system. So whatever it is that you are doing and the way that you treat people when no one is looking, that is what makes you a good person, or makes you, I don't want to say of value, but it makes you a better person. Not the clothes that you wear on your back or the shoes that you put on your feet. Those aren't the things that are going to make you valuable or make people remember you. So I had a completely corrupt value-based system when as a young man. But now I'm 32 years old, and as I age, I realize that these items are a lot less important than the time that I get to spend with my family, the moments that we spend on vacation or doing little things together, that if I were to spend money on all the clothes and the fancy cars, that we maybe wouldn't have money to spend on those things. So with that being said, that's the whole purpose behind what I'm doing right now, is just revamping my life and taking a step into a new light, understanding that you don't have to have things to feel whole or to make yourself look like you belong. Legitimately, who cares? Well, I'm going to get back to finding the rest of the items that I want to get rid of, and I'll be back with you guys here in a second. Basketball shorts without pockets? Whoever thought that was a good idea, it's not. Stop it. Stop making basketball shorts without pockets. Got to get rid of all the basketball shorts that don't have pockets. I've been making pretty decent progress. Right now, this is the pile of stuff that I have that is ready to be either sent to Goodwill or put on some type of website for people to purchase, but it's a lot. So if you would have seen the closet before, this entire thing right here was covered in clothes, as well as that back there. My shoes are missing a significant amount. And not only that, I have about 6 to 7 pairs of shoes at the office, which who needs 6 to 7 pairs of shoes at the office? I don't know, but I do. I have them there. So when I get to work tomorrow, I will be making sure that I go through those as well and get rid of the ones that I don't necessarily need, because I have a lot of shoes just based off the fact that I like shoes. Now, for books, I also have a ton of books, but minimalism isn't meant to get rid of the things that you enjoy. It's just meant for you to live without all the extra. So things that you have to fill a void, or just because you got bored, those are the things that you don't necessarily need around your house. So anything that provides some type of entertainment or something that you love or excitement, you can hold on to. So for me, books are going to be one of those things. I plan on having a bookshelf with all the books that I've ever read on it. So with that being said, I will not be getting rid of any of my books. However, as far as my clothes go, if I tend to typically wear the same thing on a regular basis, what is the point of me having a closet full of clothes that I'm not even going to wear? So I still have my drawers to go through. Once I go through my drawers, I should be done with this entire thing. And I'm excited to see how much space I'm going to have once I finish cleaning and clearing all this stuff out. So I'll get back with you guys in a second, but I'm making decent progress so far. I'm excited about what we got going on here. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I'm really getting rid of all that stuff. I don't have any use for it. My wife said I should sell some of it. I'm probably gonna give some of it to Goodwill as well. I think that it would suit somebody better that's actually gonna use it instead of just sitting in my closet collecting dust, like I said. I challenge you all to do the same thing. Go around your house. Go open that drawer full of clutter that you know that you aren't using. It's full of trinkets. Everybody has that drawer. Go in your closet, look at things that you haven't touched in 90 days. Decide if you're gonna use it in the next 90 days. And if you're not, you could probably get rid of it. I think that this is gonna be the new status quo for me moving forward. I'm gonna try not to buy so many things just because I'm bored or because, I have a void to fill. I'm gonna actually buy things that mean something to me and spend my money properly. That way, I can live a financially worry-free life and retire at a much earlier age than what I am preordained to do, which is I think about 60. But anyways, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and until next time, y'all, peace, love, and happiness, y'all.